Here we go. Gaming news. Happy 2026. This is gaming news from December 28th, 2025 into the first week of January 2026. I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm late as fuck. I know I'm supposed to get the news out on Saturday, but we're gonna get it out on Sunday. It's better late than never. We might be a day late, but we not $1 short in this bitch. So first things first, in tragic news, I know this is actually not from last week, but we didn't get to talk about it because I was on vacation. Now I'm back. Vince Zampella, the creator behind Call of Duty, as well as one of the co-founders of Respawn Entertainment, has passed away through a car accident. The details about the accident, we don't need to get into that, but instead, I think we should focus on what Vince Zampella did in the industry. One of the most important creators in the industry, easily in the last 25 years or so. Co-founded and created Infinity Ward in 2002 to make Call of Duty, I believe. Did leave the company around 2009, around the Modern Warfare 2, but then started a new company called Respawn Entertainment, and they were purchased by EA in 2017. Just to name some of the stuff that Zampella was part of, we're talking Titanfall 1, 2, Apex Legends, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and as well as the latest Battlefield 6, which had a huge turnaround from Battlefield 2042. So he was age 55. We don't really need to get into, like I said, the specifics about what happened, but RIP to Vince Zampella. Opinions about some of the games are not important, as he lost his life in a Ferrari crash, I guess. Anyway, so moving on, we have kind of a lot of PlayStation news going on right now. PS6 release date could be delayed due to RAM shortage, new report claims. Y'all motherfuckers talk about PS6? Ain't nobody ready for no PS6. People still on PS4s. And I ain't saying that to be funny. I'm saying I'm on PS5 right now. There's been some great games this generation. But the feeling of the hardware in the generation feels like an extension of PS4, Xbox One, right? Like where you start getting really good games from big studios, medium studios, and small studios the last few years, where you get lots of great games, because the 2026 schedule crazy. I'm ready. So I'm not really looking forward to a PS6 right now, because I don't feel like I've gotten the most out of what the PS5 could possibly be. But it could all be in my head. So I feel like we talked about RAM shortages like 4 times already. We don't need to go into the specifics of the RAM shortage because we've already done that. But I told y'all other stuff could be impacted. So here, let's go ahead and look at some of these highlights that I have on here. It says Sony could push back its PS6 launch plans as a result of the unexpected hardware crisis. Here's a quote. From what we understand, the situation has led console manufacturers to debate whether the next generation of consoles should be delayed from their intended 2027 and 2028 release window, with hope that RAM manufacturers will be able to build out their infrastructure to produce more RAM, thereby allowing prices to drop. All right, let's go ahead and get down here. Making the situation more tense is the fact that Micron recently announced that they are exiting the consumer market in 2026. This is big. The company is responsible for supplying 30% of RAM sold on the market. Instead, they will now only sell to AI companies or businesses directly. Are y'all not understanding what that means? That means a company that sold to customers and businesses, and they provided almost a third of the RAM provided in that market, has now decided that they will no longer sell customers to regular products to regular customers, and instead they're only going to do with businesses and AI. 30% of products out in the market. That's a huge number. And now it's going to just businesses and AI. So yeah, when things like this happen in the short term, it's going to be rough out here in the street. Later on, it probably be better. But for right now, hold on to y'all butts. But I got all kind of comments. People like, yo, this is gonna be the first year I had the dream of build my first PC. I was ready, and now the dream is dead. And I'm like, damn, I feel what you're saying. Don't, hey, listen, if you talk about coming over to that PC, keep your motherfucking ass on console. Hold on to your butts. These prices insane, and nobody would tell you to do that, bro. I think one of the 50 series cars, I don't know what's happening. I thought I seen somebody's gonna be $5,000. I don't know if that's true. $5,000 to play video games? Hell no. Nope. That shit is crazy. Then there's another article that says the RAM shortage might not impact the PS6 launch after all. Here's a quote. Moore's Law pointed, here it is. There is more RAM coming. They are building out as much as possible. There will be new tech that makes it easier. It's kind of an unsatisfying answer for gamers. Short term, everyone is doing everything they can, and there's just going to be a shortage in the 2026. I covered that the RAM prices have been up. It's like 60% increase in like 7 or 8 months. It's insane. Many PlayStation players are actually welcome to the news of a PS6 delay. Exactly. But some people just got their PS5. I'm turning around and dropping a PS6 in what, 2 years? Next year? It would have been next year. Because we're already in 2026. I know we're fresh into 2026, but this console generation has been going on for a long time. So people do want a longer life cycle. I get it. I mean, I'm always open to new hardware. I like new hardware, but like, I could wait. Let me know how you feel about a PS7 or excuse me, a PS6 and a new Xbox coming out a year from now, a year and a half from now. A year and a half goes by quickly. More PlayStation news. So the PlayStation 5 ROM keys have been leaked, making jailbreaking easier. Now, if y'all was here for that PS3 era, boy, them JTAG Xboxes and them custom firmware motherfucking PlayStation 3s was all out here, boy. Shit was crazy. I have no idea. Dudes had every game, and they had it early. You hear what I'm saying to you? You could probably go on eBay or Amazon or one of these platforms right now and buy a JTAG Xbox for like $200 to get all the 360 games. You didn't hear that from me, brothers. I don't think we're going to see a situation like that, but according to this, this is an unpatchable problem for Sony because the keys cannot be changed and are burned directly into the APU. Because the issues at a hardware level, Sony would not be able to release an update that will stop consoles with the compromised chip from loading kernel level exploits in the future should one become available. Note that this leak does not automatically mean that we will see jailbroken PS5s on the market right now, especially as Sony has other security measures that hackers need to bypass. That the PS3 was considered, if I'm not mistaken, they were saying it was unhackable. I guess not. So anyway, we'll see if anything comes of this. With PS4s and Xbox Ones, I'm sure there was like some like minor jailbreaks, but it was nothing in which the likes of the PS3 and Xbox 360, which was a wonderful gen, might I add. Moving on, PlayStation fans, first of all, follow me on Twitter, but sad news or not sad news, because I want to get some of y'all opinions on this. So we're still talking PlayStation here, and what we have courtesy of Nick Tech on Twitter is he has a list of every first party PlayStation game or DLC that was canceled during this era alone. And what you're going to see is most of these games are live service games. Y'all know my opinion on live service games. If they work, they work, but there's a 95% chance they won't. And what happens is the companies want to lean on live service games to make incredible amounts of money, and the single player experiences fail. So not only do we not get the live service game because it either doesn't come out or it's garbage and people quit, so we lose out on that and the single player game. So I don't know what the industry needs to do. They're going to keep trying because you want your next Arc Raiders, but God bless you and good luck to you. Here we go. First things first, Marvel Spider-Man The Great Web, a live service game intended to be an expansion of Spider-Man universe. Okay, I could do without. Last of Us 2 Online live service game. Now, this should have come out. The Last of Us on the PS3, the original one, had a online multiplayer game that was beloved by the community. It wasn't a ginormous community, but it had a hardcore community that played that game all the time. So when they announced The Last of Us 2 and the shit ain't dropped with the multiplayer, people were pissed. Number 3, an Operation Payback from Bungie, another live service game, a third-person action-adventure spinoff within the Destiny universe. Bungie, boy, they got the bag from Sony, and I don't know what the fuck going on over there. God of War live service game. Why? Who needs it? Is like, am I a hater, bro? And I'm a God of War super fan. Who asked for that? I know in my heart, in a perfect world, we have companies that could do a phenomenal single player game and a phenomenal multiplayer game, and you would get both, the best of both worlds. Seemingly like you may have gotten in PS3, Xbox 360. But I know in my heart that when that live service, if and when it goes crazy, the single player gonna get fucked. GTA. and it might even get abandoned. Some people feel, you know, that GTA Online has done major harm to opportunities we would have had with GTA 5 story DLCs and such, and people have said that Warzone has greatly impacted Call of Duty's multiplayer ever since they've added Battle Royale. But I digress from that. Marvel Spider-Man 2 DLCs. As much as I love Spider-Man and games in general, I typically don't play DLCs. I only usually play DLCs on game if I buy the games way after they came out and the DLCs come bundled with the game I buy. I don't typically play DLCs. On occasion, I do. Twisted Metal live service game. Can we just get a regular Twisted Metal? See, this is what I'm saying, guys. So you guys can put out a TV show, but you can't put out a video game, huh? Live service game from Deviation Games. We don't know what this is. That studio got shut down March 9th of 2024. Ben Studio. New IP. Canceled. Concord, you are a cautionary tale. Get out my face. London studio live service game now revived. Magic-based fantasy setting. I could get into that. All in all, let's see that, like, I know when Jim Ryan left that they decided to course correct. All right. Let me know what y'all think. Any of these games interest y'all from a live service multiplayer online setting? If they could get these to work without making the single player suffer, I'm on board, bruh. Don't get greedy. Moving on, Ubisoft. What I tell y'all, boy, Ubisoft. How far are we? It's never good news, bro. It's never. Yo, every time we talk about Ubisoft, it's never good news. This is hilarious, by the way. Rainbow Six Siege server shut down after hackers give billions in currency to players. Excuse me. Ubisoft potentially affected by the breach. I'm gonna tell y'all how much. All right. Hackers infiltrated Rainbow Six's servers, granting players billions in game currencies, renown, and credits, with numbers so high it would have cost 14 million USD to acquire legitimately. They gave $14 million worth of shit to the community. I don't want to say what I'm going to say. What I'm saying, I ain't going to say it. I'm going to be quiet. As a result, some players immediately took to the game's user marketplace to capitalize on their newfound fortunes by purchasing the rarest cosmetics Siege has to offer, causing Ubisoft to pull both the game and marketplace offline. Some players also discovered that hackers had issued bans on random accounts for various offenses, including cheating and harassment. So see, they couldn't just Robin Hood. See, y'all, you know what I mean? You stole from the rich and gave to the poor. They couldn't leave it at that. The hackers had to go in and start trolling, issuing bans and shit. So let me explain to y'all that these boys went in and they just start giving the community all kind of wealth. $14 million worth of credits is insanity. This is reminiscent of Red Ball, Blue Ball. I ain't never seen the 2K community so in sync and so there was so much love that night. I was there. 2K19 or it might have been 2K20. I don't remember. Fuck it. It was like yesterday. We on there. Whole community playing Red Ball, Blue Ball at night. Everybody coming up. Everybody ate that night. You hear what I'm saying? Crazy VC. People start helping each other. You know, 2K communities, they typically toxic. They'll never help one another. Not strangers. But we just all going crazy. My stupid ass said, I'm going to save my money and I'm going to spend my VC later. See, all my friends was smart. They spent the VC that they got illegally for Red Ball, Blue Ball immediately. I decided to wait. I woke up the next day to my VC down back to how it was before I played that shit. These Rainbow Six motherfuckers, they use their brains. They went and bought rare skins and shit with their money. And they will not be banned for spending credits. But they're doing a rollback of all transactions. It's also been claimed on social media that the hackers have stolen over 900 gigabytes of assets. Ubisoft, man. Clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Moving on, in other disappointing news, but it's not too bad. I am the more... What am I saying? When I first seen 007, I was definitely interested. I was definitely, I'm getting a game day one. But as like time goes on and the release date gets closer, I feel like I'm getting more and more like excited for the game, which is kind of odd because I didn't think that would happen. But like after I did a reaction video on this channel if you want to check it out. I did a reaction video. I definitely seen some things that needed to be polished, frame rates and stuff like that. But the gameplay looked fun. And I've been saying that I really wanted like a stealth-based game with a bigger budget for a while, and it looks like they're going to offer for us because this is the same studio that made Hitman. But game has been delayed from its intended release on March 27th, 2026, which is just a couple months away, into May. So we're, you know, almost half a year away. It's fine. We do have other games. I know everybody spends their money in December, but January is usually bone dry. I don't know why any companies don't put a game out like the end of January or something. But instead, we have some games coming out next month. But unfortunately, First Light has been delayed. Let me read that quote to you. As an independent developer and publisher, this decision allows us to ensure the experience meets the level of quality you players deserve on day one. CEO of IO Interactive said in a statement posted across social media, IO Interactive notes that the delay will allow us to further polish and refine the experience, ensuring we deliver the strongest possible version at launch. You know what, my boy? I believe you. I trust you. But don't. This is a cliche response when games get delayed. You know, don't let this game get delayed. And we get it, it's fucked up. Don't let, hey, let me tell you something. Don't let this game get delayed. And when we get it, it's still broke. 007 day one purchases. We're doing a walkthrough too. Let's go, my boys. All right, moving on. We are almost done. It's gonna be one of the shorter gameplays, shorter news videos ever, because there's not a whole lot of news by, you know, right after the holiday for like a couple weeks. But I'm giving y'all what I got. GTA Rockstar. You guys was gonna have a Japanese GTA game, and they canceled it. Now listen, I'm gonna say something. The reason GTA is as fun as it is and everybody loves it is because the game doesn't come out every year. The game that came out every year, people wouldn't really as excited. It is what it is. You think you would, but after you play 7 GTAs in 7 years, I bet you wouldn't. You'll get the game. Just like I buy Assassin's Creed every year. I'll get the game. But like that, and I don't want the game to take 13 years. For me, 3 years in between games is like, that's enough for me to be super excited. But anyway, they had an idea. Former Rockstar technical director talked about plans to supply a Japanese studio with the code for GTA in order to create GTA Tokyo, while Rockstar was busy working on the next mainline game. So it wasn't even going to delay the new GTA, the big one. These were going to be smaller spin-offs. And we've seen those. I played Chinatown Wars on this channel last year. The plan came about after leaders at Rockstar had wanted to produce new GTA games set outside of the USC. We had ideas about GTA games in Rio de Janeiro, Moscow, and Istanbul. Tokyo almost actually happened. Another studio in Japan were going to do it, take our code, and do GTA Tokyo, but then that didn't happen. I mean, they had, here we go. Rockstar had been kicking around, here, let me highlight this for you guys. So Rockstar had been kicking around the idea of bringing in third-party studios to make Grand Theft Auto games set in other cities around the globe, with the biggest idea being Grand Theft Auto Tokyo. My boys, we don't want to turn GTA into Assassin's Creed, okay? Where it just comes out and is outrageous. I mean, we'll never, Ubisoft, I'm never going to forgive you. I'm going to tell you how much of an Assassin's Creed fan I am. Even though I talk shit. Put out 2 Assassin's Creed games on the same day. Assassin's Creed Rogue and Unity, I believe. I played and beat both of them and enjoyed them, even though Unity was a buggy disaster as far as performance. I don't want this to turn into that, but man, who wouldn't love a GTA Tokyo? Last comment before we go. If you could pick a location for a GTA game, what would it be? Finally, I'm trying to tell y'all what games are coming out for the upcoming week of this week, which is January 5th through the 12th. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't see nothing on here that really hit. I don't even know what these are. Be honest with y'all. Don't look like we have much of anything coming out to Animal Crossing New Horizons come out for the Switch too. And that's not even for this week. So guys, that is it. Tell me what you thought about this week's news video. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to if you're a part of my Discord already, I know what to do. I'm saying? Y'all can put news in there for me. Everybody else, we gotta review, you know what I mean? People trying to join the server. Everybody ain't getting in this bitch though. Y'all amazing, but y'all also ugly as shit. I'll see y'all next time for the next week's news. Podcast on the way. I think I'm gonna do it the third week of January. I gotta check. All right, bye.